This certainly is a beautiful dining room table. It has come an awful long ways. As you'll recall, 8 months ago, this started out as a walnut tree that had been harvested 30 years prior and placed in the top of a horse barn. So we went out and we dug all this material out of the top of that horse barn to make this table with. So everything you see on this table, literally other than the drawer slides in the drawers and bolts that hold the legs on in the center, came from one tree in one yard. Normally when I make stuff, the lumber comes from a lumber yard. In this project, it came from the backyard. And the family that wanted it done had this lumber milled, like I said, 30 years ago, and then came to me and asked me if I could make a table out of it. So this is the final finished product. One big table with beautiful drawers, and 100% of it, other than, like I said, the metal and incidentals like the drawer bottoms, all came out of one tree. So let's give you a tour of this. Real rustic. Nice walnut, and we didn't have a whole lot of it, so we had to be pretty sparing with what we did out of it. And literally, out of the pile of walnut that we had, we used all but enough to maybe make a small cutting board. The rest of it all got utilized. We glued up pieces for the legs. We glued up the pieces for the top here, even going so far as to when we made the aprons on here. If you'll notice this, the grain patterns all run straight right on through it because this whole apron was one piece of lumber. And then what we did is we split out pieces by literally taking a 16th here and a 16th out of it there to make the drawer faces on it. So the drawer faces all match grain wise. So there are 4 drawers in it, 2 on each side. So they can put silverware in there, placemats, what have you. Size-wise, we knew basically the ballpark of what the room was going to be, where this was going to go. So that determined a little bit of the size. But just as much as anything, the available material predicted what the size was going to have to be because we only had so much to utilize. So that was a little bit of a limiting factor, but it's going to fit really well into the room. We had one piece out of that whole tree that was about 4.5 inches square when it had been milled. And that worked perfect because it was just long enough for us to get the legs all out of one solid piece. That one chunk of walnut made the legs and all that. We put a taper on there, so they're what's called a 2-insided taper. So both the inside faces of the legs are actually tapered, so it's 1 inch narrower at the bottom than it is on the top. The ends here, the aprons and all this, those are all put together with dominoes, a festival domino joiner. So we've got 2 dominoes in each of the legs here attaching the aprons on. They wanted it to be a soft edge on there, so we put about a 1/4 inch radius on all the edges, aprons as well. And again, the legs are the same thing. So we've got a uniformity and repetition of form to keep there a little bit more symmetry and consistency with it there. Beautiful, nice long table. Then the one thing that I don't know if we'll show or not, but these legs are removable. So what I did is we've got metal braces across the corners and the legs are removable because this is going to get flat packed and shipped to the other side of the country. This is actually going to California. So we had to, in part of the design consideration, we had to be able to get this compressed into a package that was shippable. So we did that. And then of course we made benches to match. Benches are basically 1 inch shorter than the inside dimension of the legs. So when not in use, they can slide up right underneath the table. Like I said here, we've got 4 drawers, 2 on each side, soft closed drawer slides on them, work really, really well. It's got a really nice heavy duty catalyzed lacquer finish that's been put on it, so it's going to be real durable. And being all solid walnut like that, this is major league heavy. So like I told the family that's going to get this, And they were here visiting a couple weeks ago to see their table and see where it was produced. They came in from California to see it. The parents of the father of the family live about 40 miles east of me. That's where the farm was. That's where he grew up. And that's in part why he wanted this table made out of something from that property. So wherever he goes in his travels of the world to live, he can have something from home with him at all times. So they came to visit and just absolutely loved it. Took a picture of their little baby sitting on top of it and mom and dad sitting behind it, all pretty neat. But it's getting ready to get flat packed and shipped off to California. A very beautiful heirloom piece of furniture. And one of the comments that I made to them when they had their little baby sitting up on the bench here was that one day that little child is going to grow up and have children of her own. And her children are going to sit on that table the same way she did. And she's 2 years old now. So there's a day going to come when this heirloom piece of furniture will be in that family forever and ever. And that young one that sat on there as an infant is going to be able to look back at that picture and show her children that's mommy sitting on that table. And that's grandma and grandpa standing behind it. So it's pretty neat. It's a neat thing to do when you get to create a piece of heirloom furniture that has a history and a story, and you know that it's going to long outlive me, and barring earthquakes in California where it's going to go, it'll long outlive them as well. And the great-grandparents of the grandparents of the little baby that was here have seen it and liked it, and it's pretty neat. So there you have our tree to table project in its entirety. Refer back to different aspects of the videos that we'll have out there. You'll be able to see pretty much the entire process of putting this together and laying out the wood and matching it all up and joining it all up. And the joinery in here is just spot on the money. So with that, well, thank you for watching. And thank you for enjoying this project in its entirety. If you would comment on that down below and spread it around a little bit, share it with what you will have seen in this video. If you're a halfway accomplished woodworker, you too could make a table like this. Here's a question that comes up pretty often with our work here in the shop. Do we do custom commission pieces? Yes, this walnut table is a fine example of that. So if there's something in particular that's interesting and challenging, I don't do boring crap. Find our webpage out there at highwheelwoodworks.com and reach out to us, and let's explore the possibilities of what you might like to have made. Us equals me, by the way, and I'm Tim from High Wheel Woodworks. So for those of you that have made it this far, thank you for sticking along with us on this project. It was 8 months worth of a labor of love here in the shop. We've tremendously enjoyed making and enjoyed the process. Any questions about this, or if you'd just like to leave a comment about what you thought about the project, leave them in the comments down below.